Hello, Facebook Live. It has been, I feel like every time I come live, because there's been such space in between my lives recently that I'm like, it's been a hot minute. It's been a little bit of time. We've had some distance, some space, but it's true. It has been a hot minute since I've been live and since I have come here and chatted with all of you. Hi, Angela. Good morning. I thought about holding off on having this conversation because it was like, maybe I should wait till later in the day. Maybe I should wait till tomorrow because tomorrow is Friday the 13th and there's so much energy around it. And then it was like, well, then in that case, wait till Monday. In that case, wait till this day. Wait till blah, 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 blah. And I was like, you know what? No, this is really, really weighing on me. This has been weighing on me for some time. And I can feel the energy in the space between us that, something's up. Something's up. Good morning, Holly. If you guys are signing on, say hi. Let me know that you're here. I love you guys so much. I just want to say that I hope you're having a great day already. So I'm just going to dive in. Something is up. Something has been up. And it all started for me when I went to Costa Maya in May. And I went to the Mayan temples and I learned all about the goddess Ixchel, who's like the goddess of fertility. Hi, Jennifer. And people used to come from all around, get on their boats and come to Costa Maya and to the Mayan ruins and come there, good morning, to visit with and be in the presence of the goddess Ixchel. And they would worship her. Hi, Nicole. And while I was there, I started having these downloads and these feelings that were very, very overwhelming in a way that was like a different feeling that I never felt before in my life. And at first, admittedly, I thought that I was being triggered because of our history with fertility. Hi, Melissa. How are you? Oh, I'm so excited to see you here this morning. And so I let that sink in, but it didn't quite fit. It didn't quite feel right. It wasn't the truth. It was like, no, I feel pretty good about my infertility. I have speed bumps and, trip over things every now and again. I don't think it's it. I don't think I'm being triggered right now, which, by the way, if you didn't see my post yesterday, go check it out. New book, co-authoring, being released October 23rd. It is a compilation book with 15 other authors talking about their struggles with fertility, miscarriages, and grieving. But so I decided to kind of like go in further with that and explore it and be like, okay, what is this feeling that I'm having? And the whole time that I was on vacation with my family, it was just like, something feels off in the way that you're running your business. Something feels off in the way that you're showing up. Something feels off in your energy. Something feels off in the dynamic in the exchange that you're having with people and what you're talking about. And I wasn't quite aware, I just got a shower, so I have some water in my ears, sorry. So I wasn't quite aware that I was in an exploration and a rediscovery of what it feels like to come home to yourself. And I was very anxious for a long time. And I started to not want to do Facebook Lives anymore. And I started to feel this desperate energy that was like, you have to show up and do this. This is the expectation. And it gave me this like rot feeling in my stomach. So when I came home, I decided that I was going to allow myself to pull back from things and allow myself to explore what it's like to be with myself. To allow myself to trust my decisions, to allow myself to be supported by myself. And as a coach, that was very conflicting and confronting for me because, the message that's being put out there more persistently, the most loud these days is if you're a coach, then you have to have a coach. And I was like, this does not feel right for me. I don't know what it is. And then I went back into this behavior that I have from like being a child of like, if I stand up, if I'm the disruptor, if I declare that I believe and I see and I feel something different, what is that going to say about me? Hi, Gina. What is that going to say about the relationships that I've established? What is that going to say about how I've shown up and ran my business for the last year and the connection that we've established? Hi, Claire. Are people going to feel like I am abandoning them? Are people going to feel like I'm, shitting the bed and taking advantage of our connection? And so all of this that was coming up was like a bat signal, a warning sign, right? And check in for yourself. Like, do you have this? When you have that feeling that's like someone is reaching into your soul, someone is reaching into your gut, someone is reaching into your spirit and saying, listen to me. And you get trapped and your conditioning. You get trapped into everything that you've learned, every perception-based belief system or story, or even the people that are in your direct circumference. You get trapped with thoughts of, this is the way, I have to do this. I'm already too far down this path. I have to keep going. And that's where I was. That was like all of June. And I was like, fuck, this is so big. And instead of diving into more coaching and diving into more programs and diving into more, everything outside of me, I decided to pull back. I decided to reclaim my energy. I decided to reconnect to my creativity, get grounded in why I became a coach in the fucking first place, and allowed myself to see who I really am, who I want to be, and what just doesn't fit with me anymore. And I assure you, every single day, I was like, fuck, everyone's going to think that I've abandoned them. They're going to think that I got what I needed out of them and I'm out of here. I reestablished my friendships, reestablished and created new boundaries with my family. I was in the thick of it, guys. And it was only until recently that I realized that I was clearing the playing field, creating a new canvas, and allowing myself to step into the next iteration of Shannon. Allowing myself to come home to me, and allowing myself to actually see the me that I've always been, but I just haven't allowed to play full out. And so a part of that was when I came home from the vacation and I started to deconstruct things and I started to look at how I was showing up on social media. I didn't like it. I came live about a month ago and I shared with you guys that I'm not going to be showing up as much on Facebook anymore, and I'm not going to be, at the mercy or the beck and call of the expectations that I've set for myself. It's nothing that you guys did. It's what I did. Right? And if you're feeling pressured and you're feeling under the thumb of your life right now, whatever capacity, not just business, personal, relationships with yourself, relationships with other people, check in. Are you taking accountability for the way that you've set your life up? I wasn't. I love you guys something awful. I have learned in the past few months that my purpose in this world, on this planet, in this lifetime, in this agreement that I've made with this human body and in my soul's coming now at this time in my life, is to operate from a place of love. Is to help enlighten the world and elevate us all to a place where we see that love is the truth. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Tosh. Good morning. And I wasn't operating from that place. And that's a really humble pill to swallow. I told my girlfriends the other day, I was like, it's like swallowing a porcupine. It's like, oh, like the whole way down. You're not sure if you're going to choke to death, throw up, bleed. Good morning. And so processing this and ingesting all of this, in the process of doing this, in the process of pulling back, in all the fear-based shit I had in my head, all of the dissatisfaction that I was receiving from the people that are in my life and looking around like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? What's going on? It wasn't comfortable, but it was so necessary for me. And I had to ground in and root in and plant into my foundation to know and really allow, it's not about them. It's not meant to hurt anybody. It's not meant to abandon anybody. It's not meant to make you feel like I don't give a fuck about you, because I give so many fucks, guys. I do. But I had to become choosy about the things that I give a fuck about. I had to allow myself to establish boundaries every fucking where. I had to allow myself to see the standard that I wanted to operate at. I had to allow myself to nestle into my expectations about what I want for this life. And know that on the last day, and the last hour, and the last moment, and the last breath, and the last heartbeat, and the last emotion that I have, I know that I want to look back, and I know that I want to say I operated more from love than I did from fear. I operated more from my soul energy and my spirit and the expectations and the standards and the boundaries that I set for myself more than those that I allowed to be set for me or to be placed upon me. And the reverberation, the conversation that continued to echo in my head was, we train people how to treat us. Think about that. You train people how to treat you. So I set the expectation that not only was I going to show up on social media 2 to 3 times a day, I was also going to show up and do a live 3 to 5 times a week. And I was exhausted. I'm a writer. I'm a communicator. Thinking, speaking, and hearing are my tools as a coach. They're what give me life. And I had run out of things to say. I had run out of creativity to birth. I had run out of my capacity to be with, to hear. And I was so mad at myself. And I was mad at myself for you. Because I mean it when I say I love you guys. I mean it when I say I believe that you can have every fucking thing you want in this life. And I had started to doubt that. And I didn't like how that made me feel. So, you know, if you've tuned into any of my lives before, and if you haven't, welcome. Hello. I believe, check yourself before you fucking wreck yourself. Oh, and I needed to check myself all the way back to like 18 lifetimes ago. I needed to check myself and see where I was out of integrity. And so I did. And in the process of worrying what you guys were thinking, fearing the relationships that I could see were becoming disempowered and kind of breaking down, and I think that that's okay. I've allowed that, and I think it's fine. Check in with yourself where you think it's not fine for that to happen, where you're fearing that to happen. Something interesting started to happen. I started to become wildly more curious about my life than I ever have before. I started to allow the energetics that I've always felt in myself to lead me. I actually came upon, if you saw my training in the She Summit, what it means to be a highly sensitive person, and learned that that's my special gift. And learned that that's part of what I was brought here to do. To speak to the highly sensitive humans, to let them know that there's nothing wrong with you having deeply felt feelings and thoughts and energy about people. That's your gift. I started to have new opportunities come to me, much like the publication that's going to be available for purchase that I issued yesterday on my page on the 23rd of October. I started to have speaking engagements show up. I started to have new clients show up. I was manifesting and receiving in a way that I had never received before when I stopped pushing. When I stopped following the rules. When I stopped convincing myself that there's a way that things have to be in order to be successful, the way that things have to be in order for your heart to be felt, the way that things have to be for people to respect you and you to have respect with them. I started to feel, and I'm learning on it and I'm expanding upon it, what it's like to be in my own energy so I can feel it, right? Have you ever had that conversation with someone where they're like, you make me feel like this, and you're like, I do? That's amazing. Wow. It feels really good. But you feel it in the moment, and as quickly as you feel it, it's gone. I started to feel what people were saying to me, and I started to own it. And I started to get to the point where when it would happen, I would say thank you to my soul. Thank you to my spirit. Thank you to the universe. Thank you to God. Thank you to all my team, my grandmother, my everybody that's in my life that has passed and is guiding me, and had that knowing of this is mine. This is my gift. Why would I not want to share it? Why would I not want to turn the volume all the way up on it so I could know it and to utilize it to help enlighten the world? And that's one of the things I started to see. I was like, duh. That's what my coaching is all about. I coach people to their independence so that they can have their interdependence. So what that means is I coach people to know and trust and love and respect their autonomy, and so that they can develop a clarity of consciousness to know that when they are at their most heightened and elevated and enlightened sense of self, not only is that fruitful for them, it's fruitful for the world. It's fruitful for other people to say, whoa, look at that person living like themselves. I want to be like that. And it gets their, the wheels going in their head. Have you ever met someone in your life that's like, fuck, they know themselves. And in their energy, I feel like I could know myself. I feel really safe. I feel really understood. I feel really supported. That's interdependence. That's the elevation of the universe. That's love. That's worldly knowing. So I wanted to come live today and share with you guys this, that I've been on a little bit of a pilgrimage with myself, if you will. And I'm continuing to explore it. I'm continuing to understand my gifts. And I'm continuing to breaking them to my coaching conversations and the way that I work with my clients. But what I've distinguished and what I've discerned is that being on Facebook, it's just not my jam anymore. I'll be on here for my family connections and my friendships and to celebrate people. Cheryl, hi! But what I've come to find is that it just doesn't excite me. And that, oh my God, Cheryl, it's you! Mwah! Elizabeth! I'm just getting to the really juicy part of the conversation. The whole front end of this conversation is like explaining how I got here and the pilgrimage that I've been on, but I love you guys and I miss you guys so fucking much. But the juicy part of the conversation is that I am going to be removing myself from Facebook as a means through which I'm going to run my business. I have so many tentacles out into the universe of ways that I can connect with you guys that it's becoming an energy suck. And I don't want that for my relationship with you. I have missed you so much, Cheryl. I've missed you so much. And I've noticed over the past few months, like just owning my shit, guys, is that like I got really excited to like do things and then I like pulled back because I was like, whoa, this doesn't feel good. Because I've been going through my evolution. Cheryl, it's okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. So what I'm going to be doing, where you can access me, where you can get us and our connection and the beauty and the love that we have already begun to develop and can continue to develop, because I have so many things in the works, is Instagram. I love Instagram. I'm a creative. I actually put a post up, I think it was on Friday on Facebook. Cheryl, it's okay. Yes, it is. I put a post up on Facebook and somebody commented on it like, you are so creative. And it's like, yes, I am. And so what I have established for myself is that I love Instagram, because Instagram to me is like going to an art gallery. When you look at someone's feed, it's like, oh man. And like you get a sense of their essence. And I love doing IGTV because they just stay there and you can instantly go and access them. Like, oh, let me go watch all their videos. And I love stories. If you guys follow me on Instagram at Shannon Wooten, you know I am always in my stories, talking, sharing, giving you little nuggets, sharing you with poets and music that I love. So Instagram is going to be one of the ways that, Cheryl, I don't know Instagram. Guess I need to figure it out fast. Come on over and play with me. Erica. This is so ironic. This is kind of like what we were talking about, Erica. Crazy. But yeah, come on over to Instagram, play with me. It's at Shannon Wooten. The other way that you can connect with me is I have a podcast, and I issue a new podcast every Monday and Friday, giving you golden nuggets with the Olivia Celine. Monday and Friday, catch a podcast. Moving forward on into the future, I'm going to be doing much shorter. I like concise, succinct communication. Started to realize that I think I've watched in totality maybe 3 to 5 actual Facebook Lives in my whole life. I start watching a Facebook Live and someone starts talking and I'm like, oh, you're nice, but I'm done. It's just not, I don't have the bandwidth for it. I don't care about it. Soul in the Raw is awesome. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you feel that way. So I'm going to start producing and ramping up my YouTube channel. Going to be much more curated, beautiful. You can go and check me out. Hi, Francis. Good morning. And I'm going to be putting a schedule on those videos where I'm issuing little golden nuggets with y'all. And I'm thinking about Tuesdays for that. And on Wednesdays, you can always access me via my newsletter. You can go to lifewithshannon.com to subscribe. I issued a really good newsletter yesterday, if I do say so myself, about losing my religion. And if you feel triggered by that, check in. But I just felt, I channeled it. It was great. Cheryl, I listened to them all. You girls make me laugh. Just me driving down the highway laughing. Yay! So excited. And then on Thursday, I'll issue a new Instagram post. So, and then on Friday, you can catch our cocktail conversations. So there are all ways that you can connect with me. As I said, you can connect with me on Instagram. You can connect with me on Soul in the Raw. You can connect with me on my website where I'm going to be issuing my blog post because I'm a writer and I like to have much more lengthy pieces of information because as I'm growing and expanding in my enlightenment and my energy, I am constantly receiving downloads that I'm sharing with you all because I love that. I love that connection. It's our way to communicate. So Instagram, Soul in the Raw, my website and my blog post, my newsletter, my YouTube channel. I am having live events coming up. Something to look forward to. One specifically coming next April of next year. Some of you on this feed right now are probably very familiar with what that is. It's going to be bigger and better and many more people. It's going to be fucking fantastic. I can't wait. And as I said, the thing that's the craziest about all of this. Hi, Erin. As I've been pulling back and allowing myself to reestablish my life, owning my shit, getting an integrity about who I am and who I'm not, and setting boundaries in the relationships that are fruitful for me and that aren't, setting standards for what I will allow and what I won't, and allowing myself to rise to the occasion to meet myself with the expectations that I have for my fucking life. Crazy manifestations have been happening. I have made way more human connections in the past 3 months, had more client connections in the past 3 months, have received new offers, invitations to do public speaking, offers to do leadership coaching that I've ever received in the past year of my business. And I truly believe in my heart and my soul, it's because I stopped forcing it. I stopped making myself feel in a sense of lack or desperation if I didn't post, every day on Facebook and then follow it up with 3 to 5 lives a week. It's exhausting me. I couldn't do it anymore. And so what I started to realize is I have so much going out. And I started to pull back in. And I started to claim my energy. I started to claim my space in this world. I started to claim that I want to come from a place of love. And feeling desperate to show up every single day is just sucking the life out of me. The other side of that is I've done a complete revamp of my business. I've changed my prices. I've changed what I offer. Shadow work is going to be much longer and it's going to integrate light work. I have new self-paced programs coming. I have products coming. It's like I can't stop the energy. It's everywhere. I'm so excited. Erica, what? You better. Cheryl, I hear you. I've been doing the same, very little social media. Beautiful. Erica, yes, lean back. Lean back, lean back, lean back. So I wanted to come live today and let you know I haven't abandoned you. It's just Facebook doesn't feel like it's cultivating me anymore. And when I realize what does and how much I love Instagram and how much of a creative and artistic energy I get from it, because I'm a creative being, how much love I feel there, because my purpose is grounding in love, and how highly sensitive, intuitive I can be there, and allow myself to be challenged to be more concise in my communication, I realized this is where the home of Life with Shannon is going to live from here on out. So what is going to be happening is I am not going to be doing any more Facebook Lives. I love you guys so much. But you can come on over to Instagram. I'm going to be doing lives there. You can come on over to Instagram and you can gorge on all the backlog IGTV content that I've already begun doing there. You can go on over to YouTube, find me, Shannon Wooten, subscribe to my channel. There's going to be so many more beautiful videos, much like this, with great lighting. Curated like Peter McKinnon style. If you know who he is, awesome. Like that. If you don't, go check him out. He's the fucking shit. Revamp of the brand. So many more things on the horizon. And I wanted to come live and share this with you guys because I don't want you to feel like I abandoned you. I love you. I built my business through Facebook and Instagram, but I got to trust my heart. I got to trust my soul. And I want to leave you with this. Currently reading the Magdalene manuscript. If you haven't read it, allow yourself to lean into it, feel if you're called to it. I actually bought it like 6 months ago and my whole body was like, no. And then all of a sudden it started to like glean on the shelf yesterday. It was like, oh. And I was like, okay. And while I was reading, I had this thought as I was going through one of the practices, and I don't want to give it away because I want you to discern and have your own experience with it. Hi, Jocelyn. Shannon, I love you. Shannon, you're amazing. I love you, Cheryl. I love you. I love you guys. I love all of you, and I mean it. Not in like a, social media way. It's like, love you, mean it. No, like I do, and I can't help it. Like I feel it in my womb. I feel it in my heart. I fucking love you guys. I mean it. But I had this experience while reading it where I was going through one of the exercises, and I had these visions and about coming and telling you guys this. And I was feeling into the vision. It was like, it's all going to be okay. Channel it. Just show up. Just tell them your truth. Share what's on your heart. And check in for yourself when you have that and you intersect it and you're like, cut it off at the vein. You slice the channel. And I had that. My human self came in and was like, whoa. But this and this and this and this and this and people and their perception and their attention, da. And as soon as I had that, I immediately and copiously and very clearly had the discernment that that's just your human self. That's just what you have been trained and conditioned to do. That's just what you've allowed. The first thought was to go from love, to go from channeling, to trust that if this blows up in my fucking face, I'm not afraid to try again. I'm not afraid of myself anymore. If you allow it, say that to yourself. I'm not afraid of myself anymore. If you're not quite there yet, allow yourself to acknowledge, I don't want to be afraid of myself anymore. I want to let my first thought, my first heartbeat, my first guttural reaction to lead me. I want to allow the human experience of my stories and conditioning to come in and acknowledge it without shaming it or damning it or judging it, and just say, I see you, but with love and appreciation and all the oodles amounts of respect. I'm not afraid of myself anymore. So I'm going to trust myself that no matter what happens, I'm always capable of coming back. Because, and I saw this quote today, it's so funny, I was just talking with my client about this the other day, is they were talking to me about the vastness and the limitlessness of the universe and how much they're nothing in comparison. And it's so funny because I actually said to him, but think about it, and all the vastness and all the limitlessness and all of the universe, that there was still space and time and energy and necessity to create you. And that's how I feel about you. And that's how I feel about me. There's a necessity for you. You're important. You have special gifts to actualize. But whether you do or you don't is completely, unequivocally, and entirely up to you. And whatever you choose, whether somebody agrees or disagrees or whatever, it's all okay. You can still have love for them. Erica, copiously, one of my favorite words. I know, mine too. Cheryl, I'm not afraid of myself anymore. Yes, it reminds me of, what is that, Home Alone, where he's like, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I love it. Erica, ooh, not afraid of myself. I think I still am, but I allow the possibility that I can no longer be afraid. Yay. Erica, we are the universe. I couldn't have said it better. Are. Oh man, it's so true. I feel all the tingles in my vagina at that one. It's true. Taylor, hi! Taylor, I have so many things to share with you. So fantastic. So, you're not going to see me on Facebook anymore. If you missed the beginning part of the live, what you will see is I'll be updating my banners, just so you know when I'm launching new things, but you'll be able to find the depth and breadth of it on Facebook, and you'll also be able to find it on lifewithshannon.com. Taylor, give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. That's the other thing my energy healer told me. Shannon, you need to sing more because it just clears up my channels, and it does. So you can expect more of that for me. But yeah, no more Facebook Lives. Like I said, I'll be updating my banners so you guys know when I'm launching things. And I'll probably be dabbling in my stories, maybe just kind of like repurposing things for my stories on Instagram. But all original content from here on into the future is going to be YouTube, my YouTube channel, lifewithshannon.com, my website, my blog, my newsletter. Go to lifewithshannon.com and subscribe. Instagram, and the Soul in the Raw podcast, which, by the way, we have this is a sneak preview. I didn't clear this with Olivia, but she's my BFF. I'm sure it's going to be okay. We have a super special announcement coming tomorrow in the cocktail conversation, so tune in. And the only thing I can tell you is there's limited availability. So I love you guys. It was important to me to come and be honest with you and be myself with you and have this channeled conversation with you about what's next and what you can expect from Shannon. And if you take nothing away from this conversation, I hope that you take this. There is no way. There's your way. There is no thing that you need to follow. There is no person that knows better than you. Let's say that again. There is no person that knows better than you. There's information we can learn. There's things that we can glean things from, but leave the rest if that's what suits us. The other great thing about that too is you can see something in the moment and be like, I fucking hate that. That is not for me. I don't like that person. They are not for me. And then by the bounty and permission of evolution, one day you can come back around and be like, I'm going to pick this up now. Even though I just said before I didn't like it, I'm going to consider it. And that can be perfectly fucking fine. Believe in your limitlessness. Believe in the purpose and the very necessity of you. And trust that whatever you choose, those voices that come in, that negate you, that negate those butterflies you initially had, that negate the, yes, this feels so much like me. First, that is just your human self. That is just a little bit of fear and conditioning. And you have the right to say, I trust me, I believe in me, I am willing to discover the I am of me. Because I am as a sentence, I am as your totality. There is no way to encompass the gravity and the importance of all of you, because it's just so multi-layered and dimensional. You can trust you. Erica, so many times we have the option to change our mind. We sure fucking do. I used to think people with tattoos were like in gangs and just like drove bikes and like did drugs and like, you know, wanted to fight people. Now I'm like, give it to me, baby. So I love you guys. I hope to see you over on the gram. If you are not following me, my handle is @ShannonWooten. If you want to subscribe to the newsletter, again, it's lifewithshannon.com. Check us out on Soul in the Raw and be on the look for new content on my YouTube channel. As always, Erica, I fucking love your ink. Do you? Oh my God, I can't wait. I have a new story to explain my snow owl. I already explained my raven. Maybe I'll put that on my website for you guys to understand what my raven's all about. Anticipate the drop of the brand new, improved, elongated Shadow Work Academy that's going to integrate both the light and the dark. I can't wait to bring it to you guys and share it with you guys. Look for new content. Look for self-paced programs. I will, Erica. That's a great idea. Thank you for sparking that brain, baby. I love you guys. I believe in you. I know your limitlessness. My hope for you is that you allow for your knowing of your limitless too, As always, be good to yourself for fuck's sake. And I hope that we talk soon.